What's up, guys? Mike the Enforcer back with another video. Today's video is basically we're just going to outline about what happens when you do certain things to your nutrition plan and your workout plan, and what would happen to your body as a result. For me personally, I've gone through, a dirty bulk. I've cut too much, and right now I'm doing a recomp. So I'm gonna take you through, a little bit of pictures of what I used to look like and what I did look like when I did something, tell you what I was doing when I was doing them, and maybe, what you could expect if you were to do those certain steps. Some of the stuff is definitely extreme because, I didn't really know what I was doing at the time. So I didn't really know whether, what I was doing was the right move. So this might be a really good situation for you guys so that whenever you choose to bulk or cut or do intermittent fasting, that you don't necessarily make kind of the same mistakes that, I kind of made when I did that stuff. So let's begin. Okay, so for the first few months of your new lifting regimen, what happens is your body gets into a state of shock, and it's already you already get to see some gains in your muscles. You get to see some bigger pumps. You look a little bit bigger, and you start to really notice a lot more muscle mass. And what this is what they call newbie gains. These gains are very present when your body's not used to working out, and you start to see that since your body's in that state of shock, you start to see some of those gains. Now, this effect sort of tapers off within the 4 to 6 month duration of your training. So this is what we like to call the newbie effect. So we just discussed the newbie effect and how you immediately notice gains immediately once you start working out. But let's look at this. What if you decide to lift weights and you don't really care much about your nutrition? You basically just eat whatever you want. What's going to happen to your body? Well, this is what will happen to your body. As you can see right here in this video, this is me. This is actually a few years ago. I was on a scuba diving expedition in Kona, in Hawaii. And you see here, I was about 175 pounds. And, I was lifting a lot. I could bench, 215 with no problem. And, I was this big, massive guy. But, I didn't care about what I ate. I just didn't track my calories. I didn't care, whether I was in a surplus or a deficit. I just ate. And what happens is I gained a lot of strength, but I just got really fat. So what you're going to see is you're going to gain a lot of muscle, but the majority of the gains, though, are going to be fat. So now that we took a look at what happens when you bulk without your caring about your nutrition, let's look at what happens when you decide to cut and you decide to go to the extreme. You decide to really decrease that deficit and really ramp up the cardio. Let's see what happens to your body. Here, take a look. Okay, so this is a picture of me last year. I got all the way down to 138 pounds. I lost, I believe it was 36 pounds. And the thing is, yeah, I lost a lot of my fat that I had, but all that muscle that I put on when I started lifting was virtually gone. I turned into some skinny, emaciated dude. And the thing was because I was eating at such a high deficit. I think that I was eating about 1,300 to maybe 1,500 calories a day, which is way below my BMR. And I was doing too much cardio. I was just basically cutting off everything. And my body basically stripped off all the muscle just to sustain itself. So this is what could happen to your body when you cut an extreme. You'll lose all your muscle and you'll have to start over again. So after maybe 4.5 years, I think this is the look that I've been striving for, and this proves the formula of eating right And exercising right with consistency and frequency will get you these results. So here, take a look at the finished product. So at the end of the day, these are the results that I'm sure a lot of you are really striving for. It can be done. All you got to do is keep track of how much you're eating, keep in mind the goals that you have, and make sure that you're consistent with your training. If you can do all of that, you will achieve the body you desire. So that's it for this video, guys. At the end of the day, you guys do what you have to do to achieve your results, but as always, enforce.